wonderful women that are walking on stage tonight. So we're looking at my first assistant and my second assistant. Not that any one of them has more class than others. This one's been with me almost 6 years, and the young lady for almost 3. And I adopted both of them. I love them both, and I'm going to keep them. And this is for prosperity. Thank you for being here. Anything you want to say?
It's a great night to be alive.
Cheryl?
What can I say? I'm proud of her. Very proud of her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Try to encompass all of that. ArtServe is interesting, impactful, and inclusive. It's a place to just feel good about being in the world. Anybody can come here. Anybody can take a look at what we're doing, join in, have a cocktail, comment, join a moderated panel. I feel that that is such a wonderful, wonderful service that we provide to the community. So I invite you all to join us.
When I think of ArtServe, I think of the most loving and supportive community organization that is made up of local artists, but also so many of our Broward County residents. And I really hope that more people will come and join our group, our community, and we look forward to seeing more people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Malcolm Flavel.
There we go. So we got a little more. Thank you guys so much for having me out here. So, my name's Malcolm. You gathered that. And I've lived in Fort Lauderdale for about 30 years. Seen it grow and change. And it's always good to be in an event like this, supporting the arts. And so thank you so much for your ears and your attention. I got like one more song for you. This song means a lot to me. And I think it's a beautiful work of art, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Operator, could you help me place this call? The number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Greg. The guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that and give me the number if you can't find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. Operator, well, could you help me place this call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. I think about that love I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that and give me the number if you can't find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. Operator, well, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. But thank you for your time. Well, you've been so much more than kind. And you can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm finding the show. I've overcome the blow, I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm finding the show. I've overcome the blow, I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels.
President and CEO of ArtServe. This is Molly Wilson. We are so excited for tonight to honor so many incredible poor people. Jody Lashinsky, who's been my friend since I moved here in 2007. William Riddle's been my friend with me since 2007. Sara Rogers has been a staple at ArtServe forever. And Joy Strempak, we all know her as DJ Joy Joy, but she's been everywhere. We're so blessed to have you here. So following this ceremony, we have an incredible culinary journey, a feast, if you will, created by Mark Maturana and Commissioner Don Our silent auction is live with hotel stays, dinner nights, we have photography packages, original art by Gianna Bressett, water taxi annual passes, which generally Molly and I kind of bid on each other and try to see who wins.
We do.
She wins every year.
Game on.
Game on, okay, got it. We have Florence and Sheen tickets, sponsored by Seacoast Bank and Dan Chappelle, thank you so much. The silent auction does close at 8:45 p.m., so keep that in mind. We have 2 full bars set up inside when this is done. We have live henna painting and our new exhibition from the Florida Power and Light Gallery, which is called I'm Still Here, Exploring Mental Wellness is live. Thank you so much to the Florida Power and Light Gallery as well.
So, also exciting after the ceremony is that our 2026 Impact Award nominee, DJ Joy Joy, will be spinning in the gallery again this year. And I do want to mention that she is the 2024 and 2025 Broward County DJ of the Year, and she's the first female DJ to ever win. So we look forward to an evening of celebration, a culinary feast, and appreciation of the arts. I'd also like to acknowledge our elected officials here tonight, and especially Commissioner Don Arminio. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I also want to recognize, of course, the ArtServe team. This is a small but mighty team, and I thank you for your passion and your dedication to the arts.
So I am so thankful to have supportive, incredible board members like Molly, like Doug, you'll meet in a minute, and our board of trustees who empower our team to run an extremely busy and complex organization. We are open 7 days a week, 16 hours a day with 4 full-time staff members. Thank you to all our night staff. Ed Zeltner right here, behind here is our stage
If any of the art service staff just like stand up or wave and also
Yeah,
board
Luke, can you
members,
come on here and
please?
just say a little,
Yeah.
then you get it here. Yeah. There he is. All right, Luke, can you just come on for a second? Luke, get out.
You and Ed come over really quick.
So we're honoring 4 unsung heroes tonight, but we also want to honor, this is Lou Rodriguez. He is been here for 10 years at Art Serve. Welcome to Nelson Road here.
10 years of service to art service.
He does not know we're doing this, but for 10 years, the guy behind the booth making everything happen all the time, Lou. Thank you so much for your commitment.
Thank you, Lou. We couldn't do this without you. Especially the Impact Awards, all the production and design. Thank you so much.
We had a plaque for you, but it didn't arrive. Sorry. Oopsie. Thank you, Lou, for everything you do. Honestly, 10 years. I continue. So again, I'm talking about an amazing board here. Molly Wilson's the board chair for 2.
If our board members in the audience could please stand.
Yes, that'd be wonderful.
We'd love to see you all.
You guys, thank you so much. You guys to keep us going. We have also a new board member, Dr. Dennis Leota. Dennis, are you here as well? There we go. There we go. Welcome to the board. I say this because really I think the support of everyone here on the board that supports our team and everybody. It's really actually amazing. I also want to thank our friends of Art Serve. One of my dear friends, Jude Patowski. Jude, where are you now? Jude! Oh, you're there. I'm supposed to be over here, but okay. I had it. And so many of our volunteers here, Anita, Janie, Anthony as well, and also the Hudson Family Foundation, the Elizabeth Cotter Foundation, the Perry Family Foundation, City Lit Church, who have been an incredible, wonderful guest here in our space every Sunday night. They do have fellowship here in the morning for church, which is wonderful. And there's so many other supporters who are unnamed here. Thank you so much. So I've known Doug Evans, is this gentleman over here with a nice tie, for almost 18 years when he recruited me from Toronto to start a, to start a classical music radio station called Classical South Florida Radio, 89.7 FM, and then we had 4 other stations going on from that. And he is president and the CEO of the Palm Beach Chamber of Commerce. And I'm so proud that he's our chair, following in Molly's footsteps and Julie Williamson-Brissett's footsteps where you are. Doug, would you please come say some words, please?
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Thank you all for coming tonight. If you're, one of the things that I love about Art Serve is the mix of people who come here on a daily basis, and most certainly to see a crowd, such a diverse crowd tonight here at the gala. Most certainly, I love, love, love. This has been an organization that I was introduced to in 2007, a long time ago, when I did hire Jason Hughes from Toronto, who I almost didn't hire because he said, I have a green card, I can work in the United States. I thought, well, I can't go through that. I can't hire somebody from Canada and then try to get through all the paperwork. But I'm glad I did. It's been Jason's 20 years. It's 2027 almost, so 20 years since I met you.
We're old.
We're old, yes. I'm much older. In any case, thank you for supporting Art Serve. The 2 words tonight that I love are sold out. So thank you for selling out. So that's the 4 minutes off. Thank you guys. Sold out. There's a lot of money for a good cause. And as Jason mentioned earlier, there's some incredible silent auction items out there. So I hope you'll bid generously and try to make a lot of money for the organization tonight. One person who we did not thank for his hard work for 5.5 years is our CEO and President, Jason Hughes. Jason? Jason's always first to thank everybody else, but he doesn't thank himself enough. So Jason, thank you for your leadership. You have transformed this organization over the last 5.5 years, and we're looking forward to the next 5 years and see what you'll do next. In any case, thank you for coming tonight, and thank you for supporting Art Serve very, very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Doug.
I guess I sell my job. Okay. So.
I wish I could say I have all this memorized, but I don't. Not that good. Okay, so of course, we want to thank each and every one of you here this evening. Without your support, we could not do this, and we are so incredibly grateful to be here to all celebrate together. Thank you for all of you that have supported us throughout our last 4 years. This is our 4th annual Impact Awards, so thank you to everyone who's been here since the beginning. Can't believe it's already been 4 years.
Yes, and thank you to honorees, many of them in the past 4 years.
I know, it's so exciting. And speaking of support, this cannot happen without the support of our corporate sponsors. Seacoast Bank is our title sponsor, so thank you so much. We're all sitting right here. We also want to thank our Renaissance sponsor, which is the Florida Power and Light Company. Thank you very much. Our media sponsor is Outclick Magazine. Thank you. And of course, as we've mentioned, our Culinary Feast sponsor is Mark Matarana and Commissioner Don Deramino. Thank you so much for that. It's always such a delicious experience out there, so thank you for doing it again this year. And our music by DJ Joy Joy. Thank you so much. Of course, we certainly cannot forget the support of Broward County Cultural Division Director Phil Dunlap. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He's taking notes.
Thank you.
So sponsoring exhibits, auction items, and of course, is title sponsor of the Impact Awards. Thank you to Dan Chappelle very much on our board of trustees. Jeff Dunaway has been amazing. Lisa Marie, where's Lisa Marie? There you are. Renzo, the entire team at Ecos. I could not name everyone there, but you guys were absolutely amazing. So they have a dance space there in the dance room. It's the Seacoast Lounge. Please go in there. Dan's going to talk a little bit more about what's in there. It's pretty cool. We have Hudson, which is a Florida Panther thing. Also, a Seacoast Breeze cocktails at one of the bars as well. It's made just for Seacoast Bank. And I just want to say thank you so much, Dan and the entire team, for your commitment to Art Serve. It means a lot. We feel like we're all a family, and we just have a great time together. Lisa Marie, we talk more than Dan and I talk. But just thank you so much. And again, to Florida Power, FPL, thank you so much for everything you do. I mean, the gallery is in your name. People walk in every day and see the commitment that you guys all make to arts and culture here at Art Serve and in our community here in South Florida. It means a lot. And obviously to Outclick Magazine, to Dr. Stephen Evans, wherever you are, there you are. Past honoree, we just are so thankful, and we just feel like we're a really great family. So speaking of Dan Chappelle, Dan, can I invite you on stage to introduce one of our honorees and talk a little bit about Seacoast Bank? Let's come on up. Before Dan speaks, we're going to run a little video, right, Lou? There's like stick to the screen face. With Paul.
Your money, because you worked hard for it, and because it can take you places. On account of your community, of how sweet it is to invest in it, and keep it one of a kind. On account of all this and more, it's time for Seacoast Bank, a smarter bank, a connected bank, and just as important, a Florida bank. Seacoast Bank, serving Floridians since 1926.
Those new lights really work. They really work. Thank you, everybody. I'm thrilled to be here on behalf of Seacoast Bank, and also as a board of trustee. I'd like to welcome everybody, and thank you all for being here. Seacoast Bank, a little bit about Seacoast. We are a Florida-based bank. We are celebrating our 100th year this year. Very proud of that. Operating in Florida, we have 4 branches here, locations here in Broward County. We are at 100 East Broward. We're out in Plantation. We're in Pompano Beach. Thank you. And out in Weston, our newest location. We've grown tremendously. I've been with the bank for 12 years. When I started with the bank, there was 400 associates, and we were $4 billion in assets. 18 acquisitions later, we sit now just over $20 billion in assets, and just hit 100 branches throughout Florida in our 100th year. Very proud of that. One of the other things that we're very proud of is the place we sit in the community and the communities we serve. We're very much grounded in the community. It's not just something we say, it's something we do. We show up. We might not be the highest paying sponsor, but our people show up, and we're there, and we're partnering with them. To 100 years. There's a couple of examples in addition to the one that Jason mentioned about our sponsorship here. We do have the dance space set up like a bit of a little cafe, place to kind of get away from the crowd, if you will. On display in the area that is the dance studio, you'll see Hudson the Panther. Hudson the Panther was part of a campaign by the Florida Panthers, and it was a donation was given to the American Cancer Society. It's in cooperation with the American Cancer Society. There's over 100 Panthers that were sold in this campaign, and they were then commissioned local artists to paint the Panthers, and several of them were auctioned off at one of the recent Panther games. It's called Panthers on the Prowl. We're keeping our Panther. We commissioned a local artist who will be here tonight to share and be proud of his creation. Hudson is named after the founding family of Seacoast Bank. Denny Hudson had been our CEO when I joined the bank 12 years ago. He retired 3 years ago, but the bank has been managed by the family since it was started in Stewart, and really grounded in family values. We pledge to stay true to them and stay small as we grow large. And that's the only way we can do it is by the special people that are part of our team. And many of them are here tonight, so I hope you take an opportunity to get to know them. We're friendly folks. We're keeping the people in banking. You're not going to have to deal with an 800 number. You can actually walk in and talk to someone about your financial dreams. So. Yeah, I think I went over time in my commercial. So, the real reason I'm up here, I'm really proud to.
You want a hand mic?
Talk this way. All right. That's better. With my glasses, it's better if I stand back here to read. So, yeah, was I supposed to thank Jason too? I forgot that. Okay. I'm really honored to talk about our first honoree. Willie Riddle is a native of North Carolina mountains and earned 3 advanced degrees in vocal and opera performance from the Hart School at the University of Hartford before embarking on a 12-year professional opera career in New York City. Not Atlantic City, man. In New York City. I apologize. In 2010, he founded the Generation Venetian Arts Society, commonly known as GenVAS. GenVAS is a Florida-based 501c3 cultural fine arts and humanitarian organization. Riddle is best known for creating original programming based on current events and is well respected for his collaboration with other nonprofits, local governments, and educational institutions. National projects include the introduction of the Mary McLeod Bethune statue into the National Statuary Hall in Washington, D.C., and the Puerto Rican-based Pablo Casal Foundation. GenVAS amplifies messages of acceptance and shared humanity. His program is mission-driven, salon-inspired. Oh boy. This is the best part. And advances equality, dignity, and justice. Guided by the motto, United We Stand, he uses arts as a platform for civil and human rights advocacy, affirming that art is not a luxury, but a necessity. through the national, let's hear it for that. Through the nationally broadcast series From South Florida with Love, inspired by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Gen Bass reaches millions of viewers worldwide at no cost and on demand via ION-TV network, YouTube, and Patreon. Riddle holds the 2013 Impresio Award from the Florida Grand Opera's Opera Society, and he was also recognized by David Salazar, editor of Opera Wire, as one of the 12 opera professionals who transitioned into impactful arts leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, ArtServe's 2026 Impacts Award Cultural Ambassador of Impact, William Riddle.
Thank you to the small but mighty ArtServe board and staff, because I've been affiliated with ArtServe since we began the organization 16 years ago. And I've known Jason for a long time as well, and we've worked well together. And so I'm very grateful for this honor. I'm very humbled, honored, and actually extremely moved to be included in such a panel of illustrious community arts movers and shakers who make things happen in all kinds of different ways. Like Molly, I'm not going to try to do this by heart. When I do, it goes on and on and on.
That is true.
That is true. So I had a 2-minute.
Those are 2 minutes.
I had 2 minutes, and then no. And then the gentleman from Seacoast stole my opening line about art being a necessity. So I'm going to skip that part.
1 minute 30.
Exactly. But I'm extremely honored with this cultural ambassador of impact honor. But this recognition does not belong to me alone. It belongs to every artist who dares to speak. Every collaborator who believes in the impossible, and every member of our community who understands that art is not decoration, it is declaration. I want to thank all of you who continue to show up, to believe, and to stand with us. Your presence is not passive. It is powerful. It is the very force that allows this work to exist. Throughout history, art has defined our humanity. It is how we remember, how we question, how we grieve, how we celebrate, and ultimately, how we endure. Before we had words, we had expression. And even now, art remains our most honest and enduring voice. For me, as a former professional performing artist myself, there was a time when creating art for the sake of art was my goal. Today, I believe in a world where silence carries consequences. And in that reality, my views and expectations of art have expanded greatly. Art must rise, art must respond, and art must lead. Through Gen Boss, our organization, we are committed to engaging master artists from around the world and within our own community to elevate urgent conversations of our time, rooted in human dignity, civil rights, and compassion for all people. The past 18 months have tested us. Funding delays, shifting timelines, opportunities that came out of reach. But we did not stop. We did not wait. We answered with purpose, with resilience, and with unwavering belief in the necessity of this work. Tonight, I invite all of you, our friends, our supporters, our fellow visionaries, to stand with us, to attend, to engage, Be part of this growing, deeply impactful arts laboratory that is ArtServe. Your presence matters more than you know. Thank you again for this honor. Thank you for your belief. And thank you for helping us ensure that the voice of art continues to rise, clear, courageous, and unyielding. The best is not behind us. The best is yet to be.
Thank you, Willie. Yeah, I've known Willie for a long time. 2 minutes. That was not 2 minutes. Just very beautiful. I know. Willie, thank you so much. I mean, we're so lucky in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, to have someone like you doing everything you do. Willie, I'm talking about you. Willie, focus.
Thank you.
So now we're doing our next honoree, which is now to introduce our next honoree is the publisher and editor of Outclick magazine, who is our 4-time sponsor, also an honoree. Our first year we honored you, Dr. Stephen Evans. Dr. Stephen Evans, he's the editor, publisher, owner, everything of Outclick magazine, and great sponsor. Thank you.
Well, it's a tough act to follow, but thank you. Yes, I'm the publisher and owner, and then we got to take out the trash and everything for Outlook. We are so excited. This is our 10th year. We have survived the pandemic, everything. My background, actually, I used to be a math teacher. That was my first career, and I worked in medical education. And my other avocation in arts for me is being a pianist, a church organist, and playing English handbells. And so that is where my passion for the arts came in. So that's a little bit about me. So mine this evening is born and raised in a seaside town 50 minutes from Manhattan. Jody Wyszynski was always surrounded by family, friends, and the arts. Jody always found a need to document the events that shaped her life so that she could look back and remember. An accomplished photographer since owning her first Brownie camera as a child, she has now graduated to a Nikon D40 and D60. Jody has photographed life around her for decades. Jody has exhibited throughout Florida, including here at ArtServe, where her diverse artistry as a photographer has enriched the fabric of South Florida. Jody began her career in Broward County Parks and Recreation Department in 1981, and later moving to the Broward County Cultural Division in 1986. Jody was the publication specialist, then a marketing director, and finally, the assistant director of the Broward County Cultural Division. As a public servant for 35 years, she worked with more than 1,500 nonprofit cultural organizations and individual artists, helping them to learn how to participate, publicize, brand, and market themselves. During her retirement in 2016, her first one, she moved to the nonprofit industry for a year, then to a community redevelopment agency, and then to the city of Pompano Beach, helping them to form the new Cultural Affairs Department. Most recently, Jody was the Cultural Venues Programming Manager for the Pompano Beach Cultural Affairs Department, where she was responsible for the programming of 3 cultural venues: the Green Market, Pompano Beach, Old Town Untapped, and Pompano Beach Jazz Fest, which is a personal favorite of mine, by the way. She retired again in 2022, and coming out of retirement for a second time, she made the move to John Knox Village as their life enrichment manager. Because of Jody, the residents went from bingo and evening films to large-scale entertainment that you might find at any of our performing arts centers, from Tito Puentes Jr. and Nestor Torres to the Florida Grand Opera and the Miami City Ballet. Jody was the catalyst in welcoming ArtServe to collaborate on art installations at John Knox Village, both with residents' work and shows by local artists through our partnership with ArtServe. She has expanded arts and educational opportunities for residents, offering a diverse range of creative cultural classes, including, get this, watercolor, acrylic, fused glass, life drawing, pastel drawings, sign language, Spanish lessons, ukulele lessons, That's a mouthful. One thing she could not ever retire from is being the mother of two beautiful daughters, one of whom is with her tonight and flew in from Indiana to celebrate with her. Jody has spent decades educating state senators and representatives about arts funding. Jody embraces everyone with her infectious smile and laugh, and encourages artists and audiences to dream their dream and build their hobby and businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, ArtServe's 2026 Impact Awards Community Leader of Impact, Jody Lashinsky.
You like a mic?
I like a mic. I feel very comfortable in this room. I spent hours in this room. You don't know. So good evening, everyone. I am deeply honored to receive the ArtServe Impact Award tonight. You heard my cultural journey, but I began as a little girl with my mother who believed that the arts were essential to a full life. She took me everywhere, to ballets with Margot Fontaine and Rudolf Nureyev, museums, Broadway shows, Lincoln Center, and the Leonard Bernstein Young People's Concerts. These experiences shaped me, inspired me, and set me on a path that continues today. For 35 years at Broward County, I had the privilege of helping artists and arts organizations, right here in this room too, how to tell their stories and share their work with the community. I was fortunate to do that under the mentorship of Mary Becht, who led the division for nearly 3 decades. Mary now lives in Portland, Oregon, and could be with us this evening, but she's here in my heart. None of us succeeds alone. It truly takes a village, and I am grateful for mine. Samantha Rojas, who couldn't be with us tonight, Yvette Wasserman, who's back there, and I were once known as Charlie's Angels. And we were earning recognition from the National Association of Counties, the National Association of County Information Officers, and the Advertising Federation of Fort Lauderdale. I'm also delighted that my former employee, Christelle Babb, she's here somewhere, and she always brings a ray of sunshine wherever she goes. Today, at John Knox Village, I have the joy of collaborating with an extraordinary team. Mike Cheney, who's in the room, he's our production manager, and he brings creativity and precision to everything we do. And I am especially proud of my 2 incredibly creative program coordinators, Jackie Thompson and Valerie Steele, who are also here in this room. And they complete the team with dedication, hospitality, and mindfulness toward our shared goal of enriching the lives of the residents, who there's 2 of them in the room today, that we serve. And in my 3rd career as Life Enrichment Manager at John Knox Village, I bring artists and arts organizations from across South Florida and the country into our community in music, theater, dance, opera, visual arts, everything. And ideas, weird ideas. It feels like the culmination of everything that little girl in the balcony once dreamed of. This ArtServe Impact Award belongs to my village. I'm especially grateful to ArtServe, one of the treasured community partners at John Knox Village, for sharing our belief that the arts connect us, inspire us, and enrich lives at every stage. Thank you, ArtServe, and congratulations to my fellow honorees. This honor truly means the world to me. Thank you.
First phone call I got in 2007 when I moved down here was from you. Told me to get my stuff together.
Oh, it's me. I'd like to introduce our next presenter, the Florida Power and Light Company have been tremendous supporters of ArtServe. In fact, we've mentioned before that the gallery is in their name with a 3-year naming rights. We're very grateful. To introduce the community leader of impact, please welcome our Renaissance sponsor from Florida Power and Light Company, Shashane Maxwell.
We have so many mic opportunities here. This mic.
Take one.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm Shashane Maxwell. Can you hear me?
No.
Good evening, everyone. Again, it's great to be here. I'm Shashane Maxwell, the Customer Advisor for Broward County for Florida Power and Light. Through the Next Year Energy Foundation, a corporate foundation of Next Year Energy Inc. and Florida Power and Light Company, we are able to support this great organization and are proud to be the main sponsor of the Art Gallery Support of Art Service. At FPL, we're committed to delivering reliable electricity from a diverse energy mix while keeping bills as low as possible. And we're also powering strong communities, making them better places to live, work, and raise a family. We recognize the important role that arts and culture play in enriching communities and enhancing quality of life. And that's why we're excited to support ArtServe's mission and programming. Jason, Jennifer, and the entire team really go the extra mile to provide our community with a space to inspire and educate artists. The arts have the power to bring people together, fostering a sense of community pride and cohesion. Supporting artists and arts organizations allows FPL to power strong communities and promote social well-being. Tonight, at the 4th Annual Impact Awards Gala, we celebrate these accomplished individuals whose creativity and dedication make a lasting impact on our community. Congratulations to this year's honorees, and thank you to the ArtServe team for all you do to support the arts and enrich our region. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Artist of Impact, Joyce Trempak, DJ Joy Joy. DJ Joy Joy has spent almost 20 years as a beloved and transformative teacher at the Pinecrest School in Fort Lauderdale. She holds a bachelor's degree in Chinese literature from National Taiwan University and a master's degree in linguistics from Ohio State University. In her pursuit of knowledge, she has also studied computer science at Florida Atlantic University and graphic design at the Fort Lauderdale Art Institute. This unique blend of cultural, linguistic, and technological expertise sets her apart as an educator who seamlessly integrates tradition with modern teaching techniques. Joy's upbringing in Taipei, Taiwan, instilled in her a deep connection to her cultural roots, which greatly influences her teaching and artistic journey. As the head of the World Language Department at Pinecrest School, she leads curriculum development, focusing on promoting cultural understanding and global citizenship. Her teaching extends beyond Mandarin Chinese to include graphic design, calligraphic art, 2D and 3D production, and overseeing the middle school yearbook. Her classes are known for their dynamic and engaging environment where creativity meets academic rigor, encouraging students to explore complex subjects, develop critical thinking, and express themselves through various forms of art and design. Joy's artistic talents extend to the world of calligraphy, where she has gained recognition for her work in blending traditional and abstract techniques. Additionally, Joy is an award-winning DJ known for her unique blend of music and vibrant performances that brings communities together through music. In 2024, she was honored as DJ of the Year by Fort Lauderdale Magazine. Joy regularly uses her platform as a DJ, donating her time and talent to raise awareness in support of LGBTQ causes and community initiatives. At the core of her teaching philosophy is her kind and passionate approach to education. Her lifetime goal is to promote inclusion, sustainability, being a teacher is the most precious aspect of Joy's life. It is her greatest passion and commitment, shaping not just students, but the future with every lesson she gives. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Arts Serve Impact Artist of Impact, Joy Strempak.
Come on.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes. So, hi, thank you so much for Arthur for giving this award. First thing I want to tell you is me and Arthur, we go way back. And 19 years ago, I had an art show here in the original Arthur. And no, I wasn't a child. I was a 32-year-old woman. That was 19 years ago. So, fast forward till today, you see the journey, the long journey that I had in this community. And before I start with anything, I want to thank my beautiful husband here. He's my biggest supporter. And my family and friends, my daughter Mia, she's my inspiration, and all of you who's sitting here today with us. And I want to quickly tell you how I grew up in Taiwan, where being an artist as a female, as a woman, was extremely discouraged and just disapproved and by the conservative Chinese society. So you can just imagine over the years, all the discrimination, the rejections, and judgments that I had. But I never give up. And here I am today. So, here I am today, like here. I guess you can see I'm a very busy woman, so there's a lot going on every day. And I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm a teacher, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a graphic designer. And my number one driving force I want to share with you is simply, it's just love. If you love what you do what you love, I can tell you there's always light in the darkness. And the most impactful art form of us as humans on this planet, beautiful planet, is simply, it's just giving love. Love is free to give, and I truly believe that. Love brings joy. My name. Love gives hope. Love overcomes hate. And I know love always wins. And our serve in this community really serve the purpose and to share, to give us a voice, a space to share love, share beauty, and connect us all. And I would love to dedicate this award to all of you, because in my mind, we are all artists that impact all of us, and we're all in this together. And I love everybody. So, and thank you so much. I hope you're ready for an epic dance party after this. Thank you.
She'll be DJing next. Thank you, DJ Joy. Since we're going downstairs here on the stage, I'm going to introduce somebody. First of all, thank you to Florida Power Light Company for the amazing sponsorship of the gallery we've had here for over 3 years. Thank you so much. But also to David Jobin and the Our Fund Foundation here, who have named this space for the last 4 years. David, I'm sure where you are. There you are, David. Thank you so much. We so much appreciate it. Look, we have new lights, new sound. Phil, I got my LED screen, finally. This part of this evening is the food. It's amazing food, and someone has spent weeks and weeks and weeks kind of preparing the idea, the menu idea, and everything about it. I had the pleasure to go to Costco with him every year. The restaurant depot, where he knows everybody. We have a lot of fun. It took me an hour to get there on Wednesday. But nobody knows him more than his husband. He is the Wilton Manor's Commissioner, Don Reno. I would love for you, Don, if you could say a few words about your hubby. And the meals, maybe. Yeah, he asked to, because I just sat here. Yes, Don.
Thank you so much for the acknowledgement. The City of Wilton matters keep me pretty busy these days, but really the driving force behind our charity work and giving really is Mark. Rather than spending his spare time, say at the beach or something like that, he chooses to spend it working with charities, 501c3s, arts and culture organizations. So I really appreciate his dedication and his commitment to giving. This is the fourth year now that we've had these awards, and I think Mark has done the catering for each of those. And after the ceremony, you're in for a treat because I had a chance to sample a lot of the food. Anyway, just give it up for Mark.
When we say thank you, we say thank you. Thanks so much for coming. Thank you. But truly, Mark and Dawn, but honestly, you don't have to do this, but you choose to do it. You did threaten me on a text message you're retiring from this. But honestly, thank you both very much. I know. Job security.
Thank you again, Commissioner and Mark. It's always so wonderful. We all look forward to food after the award ceremony. Okay, so everyone, we have our final award, and it is the Legacy of Impact Award. To introduce the honoree, our facilities manager, star of The Guy, and Gen X influencer, I want to know more about that, Ed Zeltner, please come to the stage.
Hello, everyone!
You don't need a mic, do you?
Thank you very much, Molly. How are we doing tonight? That's great. It's so good to hear. I know we're running low on time, so I don't want to keep you guys here. We want to get to the actual awarding. But don't worry, I kept my notes short, single-spaced it. I would like to talk first about my business venture. So I'm going to do that for about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've already done that part. That's great. Hey, for those of you who do not know me, ask someone later, okay? We do not have time. Because now it is my privilege, it is my honor to introduce ArtServe's 2026 Legacy of Impact winner. Do a little thing for her. All right, that's enough. A winner that I am pleased to say has many family members and friends and students that came out here to be with her tonight. All right? Now, I was told to keep this to about a minute or so we can get some food in y'all so you don't keep passing out like last year. But how am I to go ahead and condense a Legacy of Impact winner's illustrious 40-plus years of excellence in the artistic field into 60 seconds or less? We don't have that kind of time. However, the artist that I present may already be familiar to you, all right, with appearances in, only to name a few, 21 Jump Street, Extra Large, Miami Vice. It is entirely possible that she's already been in your living rooms. Her voiceover work may have your ears a-tingling with recognition once she starts speaking. But television, some stage work does not make one a Legacy of Impact winner. However, when you touch as many lives as she has, that makes an impact. Be it teaching, coaching, casting, mentoring, the business of acting, auditioning for the camera, improvisation, scene study, public speaking, giving back to the community through Make-A-Wish Foundation or to women in distress, positively affecting literally thousands of other artists' lives. That's making an impact. So please, everyone, stand up with me. We're about to use our legs again. Get on up. Oh, I'm dead serious. Make a little bit of noise with me. And welcome ArtServe's 2026 Legacy of Impact winner, Sara Rogers. And keep it going. It's a long stage. She's got a walk.
I'm gonna take these. Okay, I'm done. If the musician can do it, I can do it too. First of all, I saw a lot of people here in the audience that I know personally, I have worked with, and of course my family who've come in from New Jersey, from the west coast of Florida, from the up in West Palm Beach, actually Palm Beach Gardens. I was making a mistake, sorry girls. Anyway, I have been in the arts my entire life. When I was 2 years old, my father's brother had a camera, and at that time, I'm pretty old, so I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but anyway. He took a picture of me, and I always say to him, it's your fault, Uncle Marty, that I am in this business. They had no idea what I was talking about. But I have been in South Florida for 55 years, and out of those 55 years, I'm 47 years in the arts, and I love it. The gentleman over here who's walked me across the stage, he's been my assistant for 6 years. As you can see, I've had a little problem walking because I have a little problem with my eyesight, but I still can see. I can see all of you. And I still teach. I love what I do, and I love, love, love art serve. Yes, I have been here. Yes, let's hear it. Come on. I have been at Art Serve, it'll be 9 years in May 1st. I found this place quite by an accident. I had been looking. I was working at the Acting School of South Florida for Michael Joya. And he closed, and I was knocking on doors. And then I went to a function, and I met the man who was the facilities manager at the time. And I came here on Tuesday, I had a deal by Friday, and I was teaching 2 weeks later. So I've been here for 9 years, and I love it. To me, this is an inclusive place. Something that everybody and all walks of life can come into, whether you're a musician, an artist, a painter, I should say that, if you're a vocalist, if you're a dancer, if you want to learn piano, if you want to learn acting. This is the place. And I worked for Jody Lipinski. Where are you, Jody? I don't know where you are. There you are, right in front of me. Okay. And she told me a story that she started Art Serve. I did not know that. So thank you, Jody, for doing that, seriously. And here I'm on the bill with this young lady. Oh my God. I was like, and I hear the background of all these people. I have had one person in my life, all of my life, to support me. The rest of the people didn't know what the heck I was about, because I was an anomaly in my family. And that is my sister, Leslie. Please stand up. I remember doing an audition on Miami Beach. Of course, I come up as an actor, and I found my true calling a long time ago. And this is who I am today. And I love it. I love what I do. It's never work. But she is with me at this audition, Miami Beach, and she was in the audience. She happened to be in town because she doesn't really like South Florida. I keep asking, and she's moved. She lives to a place called Hawaii Mama, Florida. Okay. Her and her husband were very fortunate to live in California many years, and I went out there many times. I didn't like it. I like South Florida. I went to LA. I hated it. I hated it. They told me I couldn't do things in LA. Well, I did. And I still came back to South Florida. When I was 8 years old, I told my mother I was going to move to South Florida when I grew up. And I did. They laughed at me at 8, and here I am, still in this community, which I love dearly. My sister said, come to California, come to Orlando, come to Tampa. No. This is my community. And when I found Art Serve, I found a home. And I have to say, I just truly love what I do. And I love all of you for supporting the arts for as long as you have. You're still here, you're here tonight. a lot of people came here up to me tonight and said, hello, where are you? David Allen, are you in this audience? You still here? Okay, I taught him public speaking for 3 weddings. Hello, he's a professor from Princeton. And I had to teach him how to speak? No, he was just nervous because it was his niece's wedding, and he wanted to make sure it was perfect, pristine. And he did 2 weddings now. I said, when are you going to do another one? I'm ready. But Ed, I had no idea that Mr. Zeltner was going to introduce me. So Ed, thank you so much for today, and Jason, thank you. And thank all of you.
We're going to give you your award now. Yes. Watch it. Thank you to all the honorees for keeping to the 1 to 2 minute maximum speech limit. Thank you so much for your cooperation. The bars are open bar, tons of food. Thank you to Mark Maturano, Don Arminio, DJ Joy is about to spin when she gets her award out of here. You guys, thank you all so much for buying tickets, coming here, supporting everyone. It means a lot to all of us. Have a great evening. We'll see you after.